So the Xbox Series S has actually been out for about a year now, and I've been owning it for about that time. I did actually go ahead and resell it. Luckily, or unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to resell it for the same value, so I did technically lose money, but I guess somebody else got a good deal on it, so at least there's that. Now here's the thing, within the last year, there have been so many different things going on with this console. It's been out of stock for a majority of the time, but now that we actually got this console in-house and we actually are able to test it and everything, and after owning it for about, a year now, it's been a pretty good experience. Now, I'm not a gamer, I'm not a super into these types of games and stuff. I just kind of get them and compare them. I've owned all the Xboxes, so I kind of know a little bit of my way around the ecosystem. But I will tell you, with the Xbox Series S, not only have, I made a ton of videos, but I've seen a lot of other content creators make videos about their console, and they hype up these consoles so much that it just makes me want to buy this console again, because it's really a really good value. It has a lot of capability, and even though it's smaller, it's slimmer, it still has a lot of performance for a majority of people out there. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. Now, I will tell you, I will make a full review of it, or in 2022, in the next couple of months. But to kind of give you a rundown, this console, like I mentioned last year, is the future. So when you get this console, right, you're not really going to be, I don't think, super impressed right now, because a lot of games are still being ported over. We're still waiting for that next Halo. There's a lot of different things that are coming out, but you are pretty much invested for the future. If you get this thing for the next several years, I would say probably for the next 8 to 10 years, you are probably going to be set. Now, if you have the money, I would recommend getting the Series X, because that has a disc slot and it's a better performing console too. But this is still a really good console for sure. And a lot of games are still being ported over. You're still going to be getting a really good performing machine too. And the one thing is that with the updates that this console has gotten, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, it's gotten a lot more stable. When we first got it, there was kind of some reports here and there of things being, janky a little bit and not really performing well. But throughout time, I've seen a lot of those forum posts on the subreddit for Xbox as well. Those kind of don't come as often as they used to. So that's another big thing to keep in mind. The console has gotten more stable throughout time, but the biggest thing is this console has actually gotten more availability since the first day it came out. So I've even seen stories, or I've even been to Best Buy, and I can even still see a lot of Xboxes on the shelves. Now, there's still not a lot of Nintendo Switches, and I didn't really see any PS5s, but I still see some Series S's. So that probably people already have them, or people are ordering them, or maybe people still are scarred of the availability issues from before, but you can probably go to your local Best Buy and you might be able to pick one up. So that's another really cool thing to keep in mind. Now, the one thing that I kind of was iffy about the Xbox Series S compared to the Series X was the disc slot. Because this thing doesn't have a proper, it doesn't have a disc slot on it, you can't really input any discs on it. And that was something that I didn't really like. I wasn't a fan of that. I would much rather have a disc slot so that I can go buy used games and different things like that. But I still think, if you're able to download the games, if you already have, your library of games downloaded from the, Xbox store, then you're probably fine. You're probably not going to notice a big difference. But I know personally for me, I love having the ability of purchasing used games if I want to. And with this, it really doesn't give you the option. But luckily for us, there's a lot of games and everything already stored on the Xbox, store, and there's backwards compatibility for a bunch of games, from back in the day. So that's another really cool thing to keep in mind. So I will tell you, in my opinion, I really do think the Xbox Series S is worth it. But like I mentioned before last year, I really do think if you don't have the time to get one right now, or if you're still kind of in the wondering if you want a Series S or X, I would say if you will have to save your money, I would recommend getting an X. But the S is such a good value in so many different ways, and if it's the only one that's available, then I would probably just recommend picking it up, to be honest. And like I mentioned before, with the Series S, this is the future. So even the next year, if you don't pick it up, a lot of these developers have to go and make games for these specific consoles. So it's not like you're outdated yet. You're pretty much still on track. And even if you pick it up next year, you're still going to be able to, utilize even more from this console, because this console is getting better over time. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.